Hey Taurus, this is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. I am. First weekend I've had to actually sit down and rest since the holidays. So, this is February's How's Your Money? How's Your Honey? 3 for the money, 3 for the honey, 1 for your overall, and 3 for guidance from the universe. We'll shuffle one more time, Taurus, to see what we got going on with your money and your honey. Alright. I don't feel good today. I feel like I got a cold coming on. That's probably why I sound a little raspy. Alright. Just a reminder, I do my cards straight up. I don't do reversals. Let's do it. Towards 3 for the money. The Magician. 9 of Cups. Princess of Swords. And from the bottom of the deck, Taurus, your overall energy for the money, honey. It's a strength card. So let's see what we got going on. We're trying to work on something. We're trying to get something in order. I don't know if we're trying to get projects together that's going to require us to use our money, or if we're just trying to get our finances together overall. And the Magician card simply telling me with this energy that we have the ability to manifest it. We just need to focus on our goals. And for those Taurus who don't have financial goals, I'm not one of those. You might want to start getting some. It's never too late to start looking at your finances, looking at what you do with your money. If you don't do anything as far as investing, it's still never a bad idea to look at how you spend your money. And Magician card is telling us we got the resources to manifest this. With the 9 of Cups right next to it, there's a wish tied to our finances right now. And I don't know if it's trying to get your money together so you can get married, or if you're just trying to get a better footing for yourself, so when you do get into a relationship, you're not struggling with money. But this is about wishes coming true. So if you've got a relationship wish tied to your money, or a career wish tied to your money, this is a good omen that it will happen. You only need to focus to make it happen. With the Princess of Swords right next to this is telling me don't get careless. Remember, if you got anything that you've overlooked, don't get careless. Once you get into this process, remember to stay kind of focused on what your goals are. Because if you get careless, then shit just goes to shit, and then you got to start all over again, and you don't want to do that. With your overall energy being the strength card, wherever you think you may be lacking in strength, you've got it. And your overall energy is telling me you've got it. You may just need to step back and look at your priorities to see, you may have some things on your plate that you don't need to have on your plate right now. But you've got the strength, and that's a good thing. If you can be persistent in your efforts financially, that'll go a long ways with making you feel better about yourself in your relationship. Let's see what the universe has for the honey. King of Coin, the Sun card, and the 4 of Wands. All right. No, this is good in that it's next to the Sun card and the 4 of Wands. I'm not mad about it, even though the 4 of Wands is a little screwy. But this is about your partner. And this is just a reminder that if you are kind of at a crossroads, or if you have choices, inmates at this point, the one that is a little less emotional and probably a little more financially stable, the universe is saying that is probably long-term going to be a better bet. This is a very protective individual. So he is as much of a protector as you are, may also be a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo Taurus. So this is good. Universe is telling me this might not be all the bells and whistles and shit, but this is a real deal. And if you don't mind getting your hands a little dirty and doing some work and watching a relationship grow because you're making it grow, this is a good relationship. If you're just trying to hang out and have a lot of fun and do a lot of crazy shit, and not to say that you wouldn't have this in this relationship, but if you're just looking for superficial and you're not really ready to commit long term, this is probably not the person for you. Stand up in your truth, Taurus. Some of you may be hiding what's going on, which may also be giving you some problems about choices. So stand up in your truth. You've got the personal strength, which this is coming right underneath the strength card. You've got the personal strength to do whatever it is, to manifest whatever it is, even financially, but also romantically. Whatever it is that you're trying to do it, you've got the personal strength. And whatever you may be anticipating in a relationship, you may need to just stop trying to anticipate and just kind of go with the flow. Don't forget, always stand up in your truth. But you don't have to be always analyzing and anticipating and waiting for the next shoe to drop, because it might not drop. Regardless of whatever's happened in the past, it might not drop. Just remember to stand up in your truth. With the Four of Wands, may be a situation where I got a sense that this is Taurus coming out of a past relationship, and this energy is still kind of lingering around, where people took you for granted. And this may have been an ex, a recent ex, and just assume that because you are the person that you are, that you were always there and you were always going to be there, and you're not there. So this energy is still kind of hanging around. You may want to do some journaling, Taurus, and get to the inner core of what's going on. This is a choice. Even if there's not another somebody and you're still just kind of hanging back and determining if you want to date this person. Don't dwell in the past, and just don't think that everybody is always going to take you for granted. Give someone else the opportunity. Let them show themselves. Don't just schlep around energy because somebody else did it to you. But also, maybe not so much emotion in a relationship is a good thing. When you get into those real emotional entanglements, sometimes they get more messy than they ought to. And so I have a sense that a lot of Tauruses are kind of pulling back because this person, whomever this person is not the open, emotional, touchy-feely type so much. Not to say that they aren't at all, but they just aren't all like that. And because they aren't, this is kind of making you go, well, I wonder if you're going to start taking me for granted. Don't let this energy do that to you, because this is just residual energy. And maybe for many of you, you're just thinking back to a point and you may be doing a comparison about how this person doesn't. Be that as it may, however it's going to resonate with you, don't get stuck in this. Don't get stuck. This would actually be reversed. Don't get stuck in this. Don't get stuck in this. Just remember and know whatever lesson you need to know from that situation and move on. Let's see what the universe has for guidance. My dear Tauruses, man, I like this, and I'm glad I can read for you guys. It's a good thing. So let's see what the universe is saying. The Fool card, the Moon card, oh shit, man, and the Queen of Coins. So Taurus, with your money and your honey, all of this is new. It seems like there are new opportunities, and so manifesting something with your money, making a choice about someone. It's right here. This is all about new beginnings and new opportunities coming to you. It's also about staying open, whereas you may be in some situations with your money. You may be rejecting resources because you think they're not worth your time. I say it's about your money. Check all of it out. You never know what's going to hit and what's not going to hit. So If you're trying to make a decision about an investment, about annuities or insurance or taxes or anything like that, yes, first of all, you can manifest the situation, but stay open to everything that's there, because what you see may not be just what it's all about. So do your homework with that. With the moon card, about secrets and illusions and your emotions, deal with them. Don't sit on them and don't hide them. If you've got things that are bothering you or things that are going to hinder you, once again, from manifesting your money and manifesting your honey, deal with it. Deal with it. Because a lot of times that old shit will just creep up on you, you know, and you'll fall back into a pattern, and after a year wonder how you got somewhere, and I realized that, you know, you just triggered and you went into a whole bunch of old shit that you really didn't have to because you didn't deal with it. So if you got any issues with your money, your finances, if you are a shopaholic, however that's resonating with you, if every time you see a new pair of shoes, a purse, a coat, you got to be the first one to get it, and you know your bills aren't paid, you need to do some journaling. You need to get inside and figure out why you're lying to yourself about how much money you got and how much money you don't got, and why you're coming up short all the time. That will go a long way in helping you to manifest your financial wishes. With wishes coming true card right here, this is simply a reminder. Don't let your issues, don't let your past, don't let those secrets, the things that you know in your heart that you have to deal with that you haven't dealt with, don't let that shit keep you from getting your money and your honey. As far as the Queen of Coins, as always, continue to be nurturing, continue to be generous, continue to be caring. Those are the things that you send out into the universe to bring good back to you. So if you can remember to be, old girl right here, the hard worker, the one that really has her feet to the ground and doing her thing. If you can remember that, that'll go a long way in helping you manifest the rest of it. I'm going to leave your money and honey reading right here, Taurus. I hope you guys have a good week. I hope you have a good Valentine's Day. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.